What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Three View. Today, we are joined by Willmar Warhawks head coach Payton Ruter. It's always great to talk to you. How has your summer been going?
Britt, how you doing? It was a busy off season, but very excited to have the boys here and report in Wilmer.
Yeah, we're just a few short weeks away, and we'll start things off by kind of backtracking a little bit. So, when we look at your history during the 2023-24 season, you guys missed the playoffs, but most recently, you guys did make a postseason run. What do you think was the biggest difference that allowed your team to make that push?
Yeah, it was just kind of attention to details. We focus a little bit more on pre-scout and obviously our own end of things too. Just little details like that. Every game counts. You can't take shifts off, and we just wanted to really push that going forward last year, and we really want to make a playoff run and a push, and we were lucky enough to do so.
And you just said yourself, the West Division is a crazy division where you never know what could happen on any given night. And you guys made the playoffs this year by 1 point. What was the mentality of your group down the stretch, knowing that it really came down to the final game?
Yeah, like I was saying before, you can't take a shift off, can't take a day off here in the West Division. I mean, there's great talent all around from top to bottom, and yeah, it came down to the wire, when we were a little banged up towards the end of the season there, so the mentality was, next man up. We push that Warhawks mentality is next guy standing is ready to battle for the next guy next to him, and yeah, we really pulled up our bootstraps and we fought all the way to the very last game of the season, like you said, to punch our playoff ticket. So really proud of the guys for not giving in just because we had some key injuries and stuff. They could have easily thrown in the towel and went home early, but we really rallied and built around each other.
And what do you think is going to be the biggest takeaway from last season in order to repeat that success?
It's everybody. Everyone has a piece of the puzzle here in Wilmer. You're not just a number here. You come here because we think that you can help contribute and build that winning program here that we are trying to establish. So everyone's got a piece, and they whether if it's a third, fourth line guy, fifth, sixth defenseman, you have to play your role and play your best of your abilities to put us in the right position to win hockey games.
Yeah, absolutely. And now let's switch a little bit more to the off ice success that you guys have. This season, Julia Orth was named the Volunteer of the Year in the NA3HL, who serves as your billet coordinator. Talk about the role that she played in your organization, and then kind of going off of that, also the community support that you guys have in Wilmer.
Yeah, I mean, Julia's phenomenal. I'm so glad that she got recognized by the league for all of her hard work that she does, here for the boys and obviously behind the scenes, doing all the hard work with the bill of coordinating and she's kind of like a mama bear for these boys, because a lot of these guys are leaving their hometown for the first time and they talk with Julia. She makes the process nice and easy, talks with the family and everything. And we just try to build that that family culture as well. Julia's here, her husband, Charlie Orth, he does our hockey ops, our game day stuff, and he's also our social media guy. So, just everyone here in Wilmer, I mean, they really help each other out. If you ever have questions or if you need help in any way, shape, or form, I mean, we have people here that are willing to do whatever it takes to help everyone else out.
And when we look at the stands on a game day, you guys have packed fans all over for every game. I saw it last year myself when you guys traveled to the Minnesota Moose for game 1 of the whole season. What does it
Yep.
mean to you guys to have the fans come out night in and night out?
It's the best feeling in the world, like these guys are little rock stars. I'm lucky enough to get to coach I'm from the area. Candy, Ohio County is in Wilmer, so the fact that I get to coach my hometown junior team, it takes a lot of pride and a lot of heart on my end of things, and just to see the fans and the community back us because we do a lot of stuff in the community as well, to help out because when they're at our games, we want to help out at the food shelf and we want to help out at the elementary schools for recess. I mean, there's a lot of things that we do in the community because it's just fun to see that player and fan interaction. And, we want to grow the game of hockey, so it's awesome to see these young kids running around with their Warhawk mini sticks, and we have guys autographing them and everything like that. And it's just really cool to see everyone come together and believe in us.
And when we look to the top prospects tournament from last season, you actually had a unique experience where you traveled up to Michigan with Carson Wendorf and Nathan Hinsey. How cool of a moment was that to kind of go on that journey with them and support them at the event?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I mean, we get to do the sport that we love the most. I mean, I was a junior hockey player myself. These guys are getting to live and dream it and do it right now. And just something like that where you get to go to Michigan where USA Hockey plays and just some of the history there. I mean, we got done with the game on Saturday. The boys loaded up the car. We rented a minivan with my dad, Peepaw, who's our equipment manager here, and we all just headed up and loaded the van, and we went to Michigan. So it was an awesome experience. Great hockey, great talent, and I just want to make all these guys know that like everyone's special here in Willmar. You're not just a number. We all take care of each other here.
And Hinsey, who was at that tournament, made his NCAA Division III commitment to Beloit College. How cool is that to see his hard work pay off, especially knowing that he served as the captain for your program?
Yeah, I am extremely proud and very happy for Nathan Hinsey. He is one of the greatest he's one of the greatest humans that you can ask for. A phenomenal hockey player, but just an all-around great human being, and it's something that he strived for, and he wanted to have a Division III commit. And I told him just trust the process, don't get frustrated, and I mean with the help of the with the showcase there, I mean that's where he started to get noticed and started to have the communications and recruiting and stuff like that. So it's just phenomenal to see that full circle come around and one of our beloved captains getting to play junior hockey or playing junior hockey here and getting to advance to the NCAA level.
And now let's flip to this upcoming season. We're just a few short weeks away. When you look at the upcoming group that you'll have in Willmar, what is your biggest goal for the new group coming in?
We have a lot of returners. We were younger last year, so we have a lot of returners that are coming back. And we have some unfinished business. Like I was mentioning before, we picked up some momentum towards the end of the season there. Unfortunately, had some key injuries where we slowed down. We got a playoff push, but we really want to make a run for the division. We want to go to St. Louis. We want to make a run for the Fraser.
And with so many returners coming back, how does that impact the locker room, knowing that that veteran presence is there and knowing that those players know the culture that you've already established?
Last year's group was such a special group. I mean, from all my coaching years and my playing years, dude, that was one of the most tight knit groups. And like I said, they want to come back and they want to prove something. So with those guys leading the way and showing these rookies and some of these younger guys, what it means to play Warhawk hockey, because we play a brand of hockey that's fast and physical, and not everyone wants to be a part of it. But when we find the guys that night in and night out want to play Warhawk hockey for 60 minutes, play as a team, play as a unit, we're hard to beat and we're hard to play against.
And to wrap things up, as you look forward to the calendar, are there any specific dates you have circled or any events that you guys are hosting at your rink that you're especially excited for?
I mean, every game at Willmar is always a fun one. Like you mentioned, we have some of the best fans here. They travel with us. They're loud. They're proud. We love them. Obviously, first game, against the Minnesota Moose. That's, Todd Sandin. He's got a great group there. I mean, you saw what he did last year, turning that program around. He was he's good. He's good at what he does, and I always look forward to coaching against him. Grant City's right after that. So the first weekend, we obviously got that circled, and then our home game against Alexandria, home and home. We're always looking forward to playing against them. We've kind of had a rivalry brewing here the last few years, and it's become a very exciting atmosphere when we play against Alexandria. So any of those games, I'm just excited to get the season going. So that's my big circle, is the whole month of September.
I feel you on that one. So thank you so much, Payton, for coming on to this call today. And we look forward to seeing what the Warhawks have in store this season.
Thank you. Love the Warhawks red, by the way.